Before we get into the good news today, I want to tell you right off, for all those people that have been hitting us up, we got comfrey back in stock. Thank you to this wonderful weather. We also got some cool rice knives out there, and we got plenty of bone saw. So go check us out at the Perma Pastures store. You'll find it at our website listed down below. Also, you want one of these ballin' shirts? Go check out my man Eric Sider. Don't forget, like and subscribe, okay, y'all? And don't forget also, we got a butchery class coming up at the end of March. We actually got two, where we're gonna gut and scrape the animal. So go check out the details down below. Everybody's wondering about comfrey, and everybody's wondering and wanting to learn how to process their own animals. We're gonna be covering all that. Hey, Billy and the Homestead Honey from Perma Pastures Farm. And as you can see, we got a couple of new unexpected additions here. Okay, so we got these four sheep, and we got them a few months ago. We were under the impression that they weren't bred yet, and because they were still pretty young. So anyway, here we are, total surprise. She saw it coming, and because
a couple of them, their udders were filling up, so we wondered if something was coming.
Well, what happened was, and this is kind of important to point out, remember, this is not only a farm, but unless you want a petting zoo, you got to also understand that it's a business. And the reason I'm saying that, this one here, this little guy here, oh, look at that cute little tail. This one here came out yesterday from one of the moms, okay? Completely unexpected. And the problem is that the moms, well, tell them what was going on with her milk. It hadn't come in yet.
Yeah, her udder just wasn't filling up, so the baby was trying to nurse, and we even tried to help him out, but there was just no milk coming out. So maybe the milk supply will come in here in like 48 hours. We're hoping.
Well, this one came out, as you can see, not the most robust thing in the world, and mom was not a fantastic mother. We don't know if that's partially due to the fact that she's just still very young, or she's just not a good mother. So what that means on the farm, and this is uncomfortable for everybody to hear, is that this one here popped out. We just rolled out this morning, and this one here, this little girl, look at her compared to him. She's out running around, nursing, doing the whole 9 yards. I mean, playing, jumping around, chasing mom, exactly as it ought to be. This one, not so much. So there's going to be a couple of things you want to take note in a situation like this. Number one, the not so fantastic mom, you got to be asking yourself, do I want to reproduce this one, or do we have other plans for it? And which we won't discuss right now. But look, y'all, I love you dearly, but if you can't produce live young, then your fate on this farm might be a little bit different, okay?
The other one's just letting them, like, it's okay, you can lay on me. Okay, so yesterday when after we tried to get the lamb to nurse and we figured out the mom didn't have milk, we went to a farm supply store and got some colostrum, which is important for them to have the first 24 hours. And also make sure you're checking your expiration dates on your lamb milk replacer and your colostrum, because the one we got back to the house and it was expired by 3 years. So just make sure you're checking your dates. So she'll get, he will get colostrum for 24 hours, and then we're going to give him lamb milk replacer if the mom's milk hasn't come in. If the mom's milk's come in, then we're just going to let him nurse.
Well, and then we're also noticing too that both of them are willingly letting the more robust girl nurse on either one of them. But they are kind of rejecting this one here. So that's going to be, we're going to play around with it, and we're just going to intervene with some kind of miracle, and we're hoping that they'll let this one nurse as well. But so far, it's looking like both of them have kind of rejected her. So it means she's going to wind up being a bottle baby, which also means, like I said, at the end of the day, you're going to make tough decisions when you farm. Some of those decisions sometimes mean that maybe those animals might graduate to the freezer, but you certainly, if you see bad traits, you definitely don't want to reproduce that, especially if you see this as part of your business. So this one here, we're going to love him, of course, like we do all of our animals, and we're going to let him grow up, and we're just going to see what happens. But right now, the mom and him aren't looking so wonderful right now.
Gotta make sure the babies are okay.
Well, it's the 1st of March, and this grass is much greener than it ordinarily would be. But the moms, first thing they did, they want to get out here, get some of this green grass. It's nowhere near it's kind of being grazed early, but hey, it is what it is. But it's also going to help them to produce better milk. So the babies are back there inside there just chilling out, saying, okay, everything's wonderful. I love this world. Meanwhile, moms are out here getting what they need. We have great mineral. We have everything. I mean, honestly, they have everything they could possibly need right now. So we're really thankful for that. But y'all, just at the end of the day, just keep in mind that if you're in this for business, you've got to somehow be a little bit, you're going to have to think business-minded about some of the things that happen. So if you have moms that don't nurse, or moms that don't produce, or moms that just don't do what they're supposed to, or babies that aren't wonderful, then you got to take copious notes of that sort of thing. And you're going to have to make adjustments on down the line. But right now, the most important thing is celebration. Look at this. You can hear them talking back and forth like, oh my goodness, I love being a mom. So that's the most important thing at this point. We're going to let them do what they got to do. We're going to let them grow up, and they're going to be the best, happiest little sheepies that you could possibly imagine. Keep in mind, y'all, we got Comfrey back in stock, and we also have a butchery class coming up. We're going to leave the details down below. I'm going to be teaming up with Jason from Sow the Land, and we're going to have 2 different courses on 2 different weekends. All those details will be down below. It'll be starting essentially in the end of April. Be there, be square. Also, check out the Permaculture Pimpcast, the most ballin'est thing out there. And if you want a cool hoodie like I got and all the t-shirts you see me wear, go check out Eric Sider. We'll leave his link down below as well. Everybody's always asking about these shirts. Till next time, this is Billy from Perma Pastures Farm, where permaculture is my passion, and this is part of it. We'll see you next time.